Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna room with somebody, which is not like my very first choice, but also the places that I can get are so much better if I have somebody else. Yeah, and less money. Because like the ones I was looking at just for me are like at least 2,200 a month that I want. Yeah, that are even because like I looked at some for 1,500. They're like basements with like the ceiling like this low. I'm just like and no like dining, like just like all these little things. So this one will be 1,500. It's like the upstairs. It's really nice backyard patio, like straight. It's like third south, 10th east. So right, kind of straight down. Yeah. And the girl that I'm in a room with, yeah, exactly. And close to here, the girl I'm rooming with, she's like she travels a lot. So and she's a little older than me. So like both of us kind of like don't want a roommate, but are like so I think it will be okay. Yeah. But thank you. Yeah. She does not. So it'll just be me. And I'm getting her like registered as an emotional support animal. So then I don't have to pay the fee every month, which, yeah, if they both do. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okie dokie, my friends. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Um, trying to think if I have any announcements. I personally don't think I do. No, I'm just kind of rolling along for now. I have still a few openings in my Brian Head retreat in December. So it's the first weekend of December. Some people moved to a private room. So there's a couple spots left in the bunk room if anybody is interested. It's like the budget bunk room. And then there's still a couple of private rooms as well, maybe one or two. So if you're interested, all the info is on my website. Um, and then I don't know if you guys are familiar with Alec Soderberg. He does kirtan. He used to do it here, but he moved to Arizona like a year or so ago, and he'll be visiting. He'll be in town next month. He's like my most favorite kirtan facilitator, like ever. Honestly, he's really really good. So if you're interested in that, it's October 11th, which is, I believe, a Saturday night. $30 here. You should put it on your calendar. I wanna be there. So yeah, that's all I got. Other than that, let's just practice. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat if you're not there already. Even if you are there, you might even take a moment to just kind of move or wiggle a little bit and just feel into your physical body. Notice how you feel this morning, how you woke up. And then when you feel ready, just settle into stillness. So eventually you can place your hands either in your lap. If you want, you can bring hands to heart center or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And just take these first few moments to really fully arrive here in this space. So whatever you've got going on in your life, outside these four walls for now, just kind of let it fall away. And just feel the sensation of your sit bones on the ground, the air on your skin, the energy in this room, the energy of community. You can notice everything that creates this moment right here, right now. So notice sounds, smells. Notice the rise and fall of your own breath. As you bring awareness to your breath and focus on your breath, and we'll take 3 big, deep breaths together to kind of drop in a little more. So next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to pause at the top in fullness. And then maybe even take an extra little sip, like a teaspoon more. Big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Good. Do that a couple more times. So great big huge inhale. Hold in fullness and let that breath circulate around inside of you. Every little space, extra sip if it's there. And then big sigh, release. Good. Do that once more. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause at the top. Maybe 2 extra sips this time. And then open your mouth and let it go. Good job. Start now to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So lips are sealed. Breath moves in and out through your nose with a gentle constriction in the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in your throat that you constrict when you hum, when you whisper, or when you gasp. So ideally, we're humming on the inside without using our voice. We're creating our own internal vibration. So it comes all the way down from your diaphragm. It's big, spacious, slow, and steady. We use this breath to guide us through our physical practice. We use this breath to support us from the inside and also to calm us and regulate us as we are challenged physically. So you're welcome to stay right here a little longer, or even the whole class if you want to. You're welcome to come back here at any time. You're ready to begin moving. You can start from your seat if you'd like, maybe just moving through your torso, cat-cowing through your spine or circling, just feeling around in any way that you'd like. Maybe you reach your arms up, maybe you twist. Then eventually, we'll transition onto hands and knees. So no rush whatsoever. But when you are ready, come forward to hands and knees and just keep this exploration going. So cat cows, hip circles, child's pose, anywhere your body wants to go there and see what you find. So let this be an internal exploration, feeling your way into it rather than thinking your way through it. Notice the sensations of your body, what feels good this morning, what feels comfortable, open, strong. What might feel a little bit stiff or tender, sore. No judgment, but rather curiosity and observation. See if you can let your breath guide your movement. Let your breath create space inside of you that was not there before. You can give it a few more rounds. Whenever you feel ready, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start your transition back to down dog in your own time, in your own way. Once you're back in your dog pose, friends, same idea. Just feel around, explore. You pedal out your heels, shift your hips side to side, give your head a little shake or a little nod. So in your down dog, see if you can feel your strong foundation through your hands and your fingers. So spread your fingers nice and wide. And even imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips. Imagine you're taking energy from the earth and moving it up through your arms, your side bodies, your spine. See if you can feel a connection to your strong core, your strong center. So like there's a rope attached to your belly button that's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So rather than feeling like all the weight is coming down into your hands, feel energy moving up, lifting you up. Good job, you guys. Nice poses. Awesome, Norma. And as you have moved into down dog, is your breath there? Feel it support you from the inside. So your inhales create a sense of buoyancy or lightness inside. Your exhales connect you back to your most intrinsic strength. So at the bottom of each exhalation, feel your belly button pull in and up. Feel that connection to your center, what we call Uddiyana Bandha, your core lock. Take one more big inhale into your down dog, friends. And then with your exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold, top of your space. Once you've arrived, hang out for just a few rounds in your fold. Maybe you want to ragdoll your arms, perhaps bounce or sway or bob. And try to bring your weight a little more forward. So rather than rocking back into your heels and locking out your knees, little or big bend in the knees is more than welcome. Weight slightly forward, so more in your toes and the balls of your feet. And then feel your core lifting you up. So use your core to lift your butt, your sit bones up towards the sky. Let the crown of your head fall towards the ground, back of your neck nice and long. Take one more round right here in your fold. And then with your next inhalation, find your halfway lift. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Nice job. Exhale, release, refold. Do that once more. Inhale, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Stick your butt out and press back through the tops of your thighs. Exhale, let it go. And then this time, all the way up. See if you can come through that halfway lift. Keep rising, arms extend. Nice, Chris. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain pose. Reach up and stretch. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive down. Feel your core as you dive. That connection to your center. Nice, Daisy. Awesome, Kirsten. As you inhale, halfway lift. See if you can feel the length in the back of the neck, sides of your neck. Exhale, let it go. And then press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale, arms extend, maybe you gaze up. Hands to your heart, exhale. We'll take that once more. Think of it as a moving meditation. Inhale, reach up. Take the entire length of your exhalation to dive down slowly. So traction out your spine, then fold in. Nice, Marriott. As you breathe in, halfway lift position. So feel all that length from the top of your head back to your sit bones. Exhale, let it go. Nice, Mikkel. Press into your feet, heart leads, rise. Inhale, high mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart center, connect back to you. All right, this time, friends, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down so shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Try not to lock out and hyperextend through your elbows. Keep a little bend in your elbows and start to reach your hands back away from your body. And then if you want, you can add a little baby back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs like you're hugging a yoga block. Press your hips forward, puff up your chest, tilt your chin up. Try not to let your head just collapse back, but think of extending back. So strength in the sides of your neck. Open through the front of your shoulders and breathe into your heart space. One more big inhale. Nice, Samantha. As you exhale, keep your hands clasped. Hinge at your hips all the way down into your fold. Hang out in your fold for a few rounds. So with your hands behind you, see if you can feel your core even more. Use it to lift your butt up. And then use the mobility in your shoulders to lift your knuckles up. Maybe even start to reach them forward. Let your neck relax. You could give your head a little shake. Take one more great, big, huge inhalation. With your exhalation, hands to low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang. And shake them out if you'd like. Next time you breathe in, find a halfway lift. So realign through your spine. Nice, Tammy. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. So top of your push-up, pause for a moment, spread your fingers super wide, and actively push the ground away. Take an inhale in your plank, and as you exhale, just lift your hips up and back, down dog. You might bend your knees a lot. Try not to move your hands or feet. Inhale, come forward, high plank. So you might come way forward onto your tippy toes, push the ground away, and then exhale, again, take it back, down dog. Yes, nice, Sue. As you inhale, come forward, high plank. You can lower your knees to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. So chaturanga, hold. Hold until you're empty, and then inhale, push back up. Exhale takes you back, down dog, stretch it out. One more time like that. Inhale, rock forward, high plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push up. Nice abs, and then exhale, down dog. You're welcome to wait for us here or inhale one more time, come forward, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower through chaturanga all the way to your belly. Inhale, Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out wide up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky, lift your heart. As you exhale, take a little twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Good. Inhale through center, nice and wide with your hands. So it's like a micro shoulder pigeon. Exhale, other side twist. Yes, good. Inhale, center. Go one more time each direction at your own pace, following your own breath. Beautiful. Try not to rush through. Be mindful, slow, spacious breaths. Then eventually you'll come back to center. You can hold there as long as you like. Downward facing dog is where we'll end up. So find your way back when you're ready. About 5 rounds in your down dog. Ujjayi breath, so make it strong and powerful. Feel it and hear it as it flows through you. Let it be an anchor that keeps you present. So when you focus on the inhale and the exhale as they are happening, you can't help but be present. Everything else falls away. So use your breath. It is there to support you. It is there as a tool for you, not only in your yoga practice, but in your life outside this room. One of the greatest tools you have with you all the time, in my opinion. So learn how to use it, hone in on it. Let it support you. Nice down dogs, everybody. Nice K. Take one more big inhalation as you push the ground away. And then as you exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Once you arrive, come into your halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. And then all the way up, rise. Inhale, arms extend, big stretch. Hands to your heart as you exhale. We'll start to build our flow now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, yin-yang side body stretch. So right arm goes under, left arm on top. Sway your hips left, more weight in your left foot. So if you want, you can even reach your right tiptoes out to the right. You can use your right hand and grab onto the outside of your left hip, if that helps. Keep your left shoulder back and down. So your arm is not in front of your face, bicep is next to your ear, and then breathe into your long left side. Beautiful. Take one more great, big, huge, full body breath. As you inhale back through center, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, other side. So left arm underneath, right arm on top. Left tiptoes can reach out. Left hand could grab the outside of your right hip as a little bit of leverage if you want. And then feel that length, your right waistline. Even feel the space in between your right ribs and breathe into it. Nice job. Beautiful, friends. Take one last round on this side. As you inhale, back to your high mountain. So both feet on the ground, both arms to the sky. Exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, swing your arms back as you sit back. For now, weight is in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart, wiggle them around, make your feet feel really alive. As you reach your arms back, see if you can roll your shoulders back and down and feel your shoulder blades hug towards your spine. And then as you're lifting your heart, make sure you're not letting go through your belly. So draw navel in and up. Feel your strong connection to your center. Stay where you're at, or option to float up to tiptoes now. So rock forward and lift your heels. As your heels lift, it'll give you more range of motion in your legs. See if you can sit a little bit lower. So heels high, but low. Take one more round. Nice, Callie. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain, as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you dive down slowly. So stick your butt out, feel your core engage to help you balance. Yes, very good. Inhale to a halfway lift position, heels on the ground now. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you in downward facing dog. No rush. Ujjayi breath. So once you're back in your down dog, reconnect to your breath if you've lost it. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Hey, Samantha. So keep, for now, your hips square, your inner thighs facing each other. Make your right leg as strong and as powerful, as straight as you can. So I don't care so much about height. Go for length, strength, and power from your fingertips all the way up to your heel or your toes. See if you can still feel that connection to your center, that invisible rope lifting you up. Take one more inhale here. And with your exhalation, keep your hips high, knee towards your nose. So round your back. You should be on your back, tippy toes, and then step forward softly, low lunge. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. So high on the ball of your back foot. All 10 toes face forward. And energetically hug towards midline. So energetically, you're pulling your front hip back, back hip forward. So you have a strong, stable foundation in your legs. And as you do that, as you hug in towards midline with your legs, you should automatically feel the engagement of your transverse abdominis. So it's that little tone of your belly, navel towards your spine. Feels like you've got a little brace around your middle, supporting your low back. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, turbo lunge. So bend your back knee to a hover, cactus your arms. Great place to stay. Or if you want, you can work a little baby back bend. So make it come from mid and upper back, not low back. So you're not just leaning back, you're curling open. Feel the bottom tips of your shoulder blades squeeze as you puff up your chest. Yes, awesome. Take one more round. Very nice. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Reach up, straighten your back leg, and maybe straighten your front leg too. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground, low lunge. We're gonna take horizon lunge. So left hand stays down, right arm reaches forward, up. Turn your toes towards the right side of the room, and then right arm reaches back as your hips come down. So this is where we go when we flow, but for right now, you're welcome to hang out and explore in any way you want. So you can make it nice and stretchy. You can make it more of a strengthening pose. Lift your hips almost like you're in a side plank. You can lift and lower your hips a few times. So feel free to just feel around in your own way. Get curious in your own body. All of your toes facing the right side of the room. You're on the outer edge of your back foot. Nice. About 2-3 more breaths. Just see what you can find here. Beautiful, everybody. All right. Next time you breathe in, reach your right arm up, forward, and down. It's like you're rewinding. Come back into a low lunge so your toes face forward. And then root into your front foot. Float your back leg up, standing splits. So like a one-legged forward fold. Does not have to look anything even close to the splits. But do find activation through your left toes, energy through your left toes. So feel your left toes as they float in space, wiggle them around, spread them apart. If you can feel your core lifting you up out of your right leg, rather than feeling like all of the weight is in your right leg, feel energy moving upwards. Relax your neck, soften your face. It's fine if you want to open your hips. Just try not to sink into your outer right hip. So hug in with your right inner thigh. Take one more big inhale. Maybe lift your left leg a tiny bit higher. As you exhale, Shiva squat. So left knee tucks into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, get small and compact. Inhale, re-extend your left leg high, standing splits, or if you want, take a little hop towards handstand. Exhale again, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits or handstand hop, up to you. Exhale, Shiva squat, last one. Yes, good. Inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale this time, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. Set up a warrior two stance with your legs. So Pivot your back heel down and then rise as you are ready. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Good. Right toes face directly forward, left toes face directly towards the left wall. And then see if you can feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe because you're wrapping your right butt cheek underneath your body. So front butt cheek wraps underneath you, and try not to let your back hip shoot forward. So plug your left femur bone into the hip socket. Feel that tone of your belly, your transverse abdominis supporting your low back. Beautiful poses. Next time you breathe in, side angle, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, just your arms have to change. Right hand towards the ground, left arm either towards the sky or towards the front of the room. So find your variation of this posture. If you want to bring right elbow to right thigh or right hand to a block, if you want to take the half or the full bind, you are more than welcome to. Just keep your hips open. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath your body. Imagine your heart is trying to look up. So see if you can let it. Nice, Liz. Awesome, Jill. Take a couple more rounds in your side angle posture, feeling whatever there is to feel. Keep your back foot rooted, your back leg strong. Soften through your outer shell. Nice, Kate. Next time you breathe in, my friends, press into your feet, rise up through Warrior 2 and reverse it. So front palm rotates up, reach back, lengthening through your right side. You need to straighten your front leg for a second, go for it, but then eventually bend into your front knee and track it towards your pinky toe. Try to lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. If you want to take a yin yang variation, left arm could reach towards the front wall behind your back or in front of your belly. Or if there's a variation you want to take, please feel free. Give it a couple more rounds. Beautiful poses, you guys. One last big inhale. Bend your front knee. Reach, reach, reach. And then exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged down dog. Take your right leg to the sky. This time, open up your right hip. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. Try not to sink into your left side. So keep your shoulders square, keep your hands rooted. Squeeze through the outside of your right butt cheek to lift your knee a little higher, open your hip a little more. Take one more inhale. You can stay here if you prefer. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can to a little twist. Inhale, back up, open your hip again. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So get as high as you can on your right arm. Yes, inhale, back up. This time square hips, long through your right leg. And exhale, rock forward, plank to chaturanga. You can take it as three-legged, or you can set your right foot down or even your knees down. Inhale to lift your heart. You're welcome to take an extra breath or two. And then as you're ready, downward facing dog. Thanks, Abby. Big, deep breaths. Ujjayi breath. All right, from your down dog, inhale, left leg to the sky. And again, this time, hips are square, inner thighs face one another. So I do not care anything about height. Try to let height go and just go for length, strength, and power. So if I came over and tried to press your left leg down, it would not move. There is so much power, so much energy running all the way up into your toes. So press up through your heel or reach through your toes as you press down through your fingertips. Take one more great big inhalation. Try to keep your hips high like you're still in down dog, knee towards your nose. So curl in on your back, tippy toes, and then softly step forward, low lunge. So if you keep your hips high, there will be plenty of space for you to step through. Rise up to crescent. Beautiful. Hips square, inner thighs face each other, high on the ball of your back foot. So if it feels like your back heel is almost on the ground, maybe widen your stance a little bit and try to get your back leg straight, strong, and powerful. So it feels like your back leg is just as strong as your front leg. Feel that connection to your center, transverse abdominis, tone through your belly, navel to spine. Feel your low back lengthen just a little bit. Maybe gaze up, maybe puff up your heart. Take one more big inhale here. Then as you exhale, turbo lunge, cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. Imagine you're trying to drag your backside forward. You can stay here or add your back bend. So squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, curl open. Keep drawing navel to spine, supporting your low back. So you're not leaning back, you're curling open. It's different. Take one last round. Nice, chill. Inhale back to crescent. Reach up, straighten your back leg, maybe straighten your front leg as well. Just an option. Exhale, hands come down, low lunge. Horizon lunge. Reach your left arm forward, up. Turn your toes towards the windows. Reach your left arm back as your hips come down. So again, take your time. This can be a really nice pose to just get really stretchy in. Can also be fun to lift and lower your hips, working your strength a little more. You could keep your hips lifted, kind of like you're in a modified side plank. So lots of options. Doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. Feel around. Notice how your right side body feels. Notice how your hips feel. Notice your breath. Last couple. Good job, everyone. Next time you inhale, reach your left arm up, forward, and then down. Come into your low lunge. We're going to add something. We won't do this when we're flowing, but for right now, we're going to add a wide-legged forward fold. So walk your hands all the way over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. Nice, Kate. And then exhale. Either work your fold or explore any way you'd like. Play around. Feel around. Breathe into all the little spaces. Work the length in the backs of your legs. So many ways to explore a single pose. So we do the same poses in yoga over and over and over, not so we can get them just perfect and just right and never have to worry about feeling into them again. But every single time, you want to feel into it. See if there's any way you can be more efficient. See if there's any way you can adjust to create space that you didn't even know was there. See if there's any way you can engage more to effort less. So every time you come into the pose, rather than tuning out because it's familiar, you think you know it, tune in. There is more to be discovered. Always you can go deeper. Give it about 2-3 more breaths. Nice job, everyone. All right, with your next inhale, come to a halfway lift, but just with your fingertips, your hands on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space, coming back into a low lunge. And then from your low lunge, standing splits. Left foot is your base, lift your right leg. And again, I do not care how high your right leg goes, but I do care that you feel it. There's energy flowing all the way up into your right toes. So feel your right toes, wiggle them around, spread them apart, flex, point, or point. Relax your neck, connect to your center. Imagine that invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling straight up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Nice job, friends. Take one more inhale here. Awesome, Marriott. As you exhale, right knee to the back of left knee, Shiva squat. So get small and compact, both knees bend. Inhale, re-extend, right leg high. Take a little hop if you want to. Be playful. Exhale, Shiva squat. Once again, curl in. Yes. Inhale, re-extend, lengthen. And then last one, Shiva squat, all the way to empty. Inhale, reach your right leg higher. Take a little hoppy hop. Exhale, step your right foot back. Set up your warrior 2 legs. And then rise as you are ready. Virabhadrasana 2. So left toes directly forward, right toes directly towards the right side of the room. A little tone in your belly, so it doesn't feel like you're flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine. Feel that brace around your middle. Yes, good. As you bend your front knee, rather than feeling like it's falling in towards your big toe, how can you get it to track out towards your pinky toe? So really work that wrap of your left butt cheek underneath you. Keep pressing through your back foot, strong through your back leg. Next, inhale, reach for the front wall, reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, tip it over, left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky, or right arm forward. Left hand could come to a block, the ground, or left elbow to left thigh. Just keep it light. And then if you want to, you're welcome to work a half or a full bind or any other variation that calls to you. Just make sure your breath comes with you. So wherever you choose to go, breath is there flowing through. Heart wants to look up. So how can you adjust to let it? Soft through your face and your jaw. Send your breath wherever your body needs it the most. Visualize it moving into that space. Last round. With your inhale, press into your feet, reverse warrior. So rise up, pivot front palm up, reach up, reach back, lengthening through your left side. So if you need to straighten your front leg for a second, go for it, but then eventually keep working that bend in your front knee. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Press into the inner and outer edge of back foot. And then if you want to reach your right arm forward in front of your belly or behind your back, just an option. So whatever you're doing, it is intentional. You feel it, you're mindful of it. Send your breath into all the little spaces, especially the hard edges, the tight places. Soften with each exhale. Couple more here. Nice job, beautiful poses. Take one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Open up your left hip this time. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. Squeeze through your outer left butt cheek. It's called your medial glute for whatever reason. We have a very hard time engaging this muscle. So start to wake it up. Start to find it. You're not sinking into your right side to create this action. You're squeezing your outer left glute and using the mobility in your left hip to open your left hip. Take one more inhale here. You can stay if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Yes. Nice, Mikkel. Inhale, back up. See if you can open your hip again. Learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit as high as you can get. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, square hips. And exhale, either straight to down dog or rock it forward. Plank to chaturanga. Nice, Tammy. Your variation. So please feel free to bring your knees down if you want. Inhale into a back bend, a heart opener of your choice. And then exhale, either down dog, or you're welcome to grab a child's pose, grab a drink of water, any pose that will allow you to just take a moment to connect back to yourself, to feel your body, to reconnect with your breath. So we are now going to move through that entire sequence, everything we just did. We're going to move through it a couple more times, but this time we'll go a bit faster. So it will be one breath, one movement. It does not mean we speed through it as fast as we can and forget to breathe. It means we go slow and move with our slow, deep, intentional breath. So if you feel like I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe slower, breathe bigger, breathe deeper than you even thought you could. Use your breath to guide your movement. If you want to take a break at any time or just do your own thing at any time, totally fine with me. This is your practice. So please honor your own needs always. If you are joining me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Big inhalation as you push the ground away, lift your hips super high. And as you exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Root to rise, take it all the way up, big stretch at the top, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Side body stretch, right arm underneath. Exhale. All the way to empty. Inhale back through center. And other side. Exhale. All the way to empty. Reach. Inhale, center. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird, so you can pop up to your tiptoes if you'd like. Stay on your tiptoes if you want, and then all the way up high mountain as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your swan dive down. So use your core to help you balance. Yes. Nice, Izzy. Inhale, halfway lift, heels on the ground, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Inhale, heart lifts, peel it open. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Doing great. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Strong and powerful. Use your core. Exhale, step forward softly, low lunge. Inhale, rise slowly, crescent lunge, strong through your legs. Nice, Samantha. Exhale, turbo lunge, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, maybe add the back bend. Inhale, re-extend, reach high, maybe straighten both of your legs if you want. Exhale, hands down, low lunge. Horizon lunge, inhale, reach forward, up and back. And then just rewind that as you exhale, reach up, forward, and down. Standing splits, inhale your left leg to the sky. Just one time, Shiva squat, exhale, get small and compact. Yes, inhale, re-extend, or take a little hoppy hop. Exhale, step your left foot back. Warrior two stance, inhale, rise to your warrior two. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty as you work this posture. Inhale, reverse, take it up and back, lengthen your right side. Yes. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg high, open up your right hip. Stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow, get as close as you can. Nice, Chris. Inhale, back up, open your hip. Nice, Daisy. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, aim high. Try not to let your butt drop down. Inhale, three-legged, this time square hips, square hips. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Good, awesome, Liz. Inhale, curl, open. Exhale, hips back and up, down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, stretch it out. Now use your core to step through as soft as possible, low lunge. Inhale, crescent rise. Nice abs. Exhale, turbo lunge, optional back bend if you want it. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee, maybe open your heart. Nice, Kate. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to straighten both of your legs as you reach high, squeeze the front of your thighs. Exhale, low lunge, hands come down. Horizon lunge, left arm forward, up and back. Your toes face the windows. Then just rewind. Exhale, come back to that low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, lift your right leg, spread your right toes. Exhale, Shiva squat, just one. Inhale, re-extend or take a little hop. Exhale, step your right foot back, setting up your warrior two stance, and then inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it all the way over, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay in your legs. Nice, Sue, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged down dog, take your left leg back and up, open up your hip. Stay here and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow, cross your body, use your strong obliques. Inhale, three-legged, see if you can open your hip again. Left to left as you exhale. Aim high on your arm. Yes, inhale three-legged, this time square hips. And exhale, either down dog or plank to chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heart, keep your shoulders back and down. Elbow tips point back. And then down dog, or if you want to break, give yourself a child's pose. Take a moment and just feel everything there is to feel in your body. Feel all the energy flowing through you. It's always there, it's just harder to notice. So can you start to feel yourself as an energetic being a little bit more? We'll move through this flow one more time, but this time I'm going to add a few things, change a few things up. So just like you've been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. You're coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale. Exhale to look forward, step or float, top of your space. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And rise all the way up, big stretch at the top, inhale. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, last round, here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Side body stretch, exhale, right arm under, left arm over. Inhale, center, realign. And then other side, exhale, use your breath all the way to empty as you reach. Inhale, center. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So maybe float up to tiptoes one last time. Inhale, high mountain, maybe stay on your tiptoes, super, super tall. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive. Feel your strong core helping you balance. Yes, heels on the ground, halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or hold empty. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, take your hips back, down dog. Nice, Kirsten. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Make it strong and powerful. Active through your right foot. Exhale, step forward softly. Inhale, crescent rise. Exhale, turbo lunge or add a little baby back bend. Inhale, back to crescent, option to straighten your legs as you reach high. Now listen, as you exhale, airplane pose. So bend your front knee, launch off your back foot, swing your arms back. See if you can keep a little lift in your heart, not by just cranking your neck and looking forward, but by using the strength in your mid and your upper back to lift your heart. Use the strength in your inner thighs to lift your back heel level with your front shoulders. Yes. Awesome, Jill. Take one more round. Active through your back toes. Beautiful, everybody. See if you can land in crescent lunge, maybe softly. Inhale, crescent. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Nice, Chris. Inhale, horizon. Reach forward, up, and back. Let your hips come down. And exhale, rewind. Reach up, forward, and down. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your left leg. And exhale, Shiva squat. Get small and compact all the way to empty. Inhale, re-extend or take a little hoppy hop. Exhale, step your left foot back, setting up your warrior two legs. And then inhale to rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, nice K, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. We'll take a little pause here. Option to move into your balancing half moon if you would like. Reach your right hand forward. Maybe you've got a block, use it. Back foot floats up. So back leg strong, powerful, like you're stomping it on an invisible wall behind you. Yes, beautiful. See if you can lift your back foot a little bit higher. See if you can open your hips and your heart a little bit more. Breathe into all that space in every direction. Take one last round. Land in warrior two. So meet back in warrior two, soft landing if possible. You can take a moment to adjust your legs if needed. Next inhalation, reverse your warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, reach your right leg up and back, open your hip. You can take those knee to elbows or option to flip your dog this time instead. Right foot comes down behind. Right arm reaches forward, heart opens. Send your breath all the way down to your belly and feel your abdominal wall stretch. One more inhale if you're with me in the back bend. Nice work, nice Liz. And then come back, regular down dog, everybody. Set your right foot down, walk it out. Keep walking it out a little longer if you prefer, or option to inhale, rock forward, high plank. You can hover right leg if you would like. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, heart lifts, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift. Samantha, down dog. We're almost there. One more side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through super soft. Nice, Kate. Rise slowly. Awesome, Tammy. Crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee. Optional back bend if you'd like. Inhale back to crescent. Option to straighten both of your legs. And then exhale, remember airplane. So bend your front knee, launch off your back foot. Reach back and lift your heart. So think of a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel. Use the strength in your back body, awesome Mikkel, to lift your heart. Use the strength in your inner thighs to lift your heel level with your shoulders. Beautiful, beautiful variations. One last deep breath. So good. Come back and land in crescent, maybe softly. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Horizon lunge. Inhale, reach forward, up and back. Your toes face the windows. Your hips come down. Nice, K. And then just rewind. Exhale, reach up, forward, and down. Standing splits, right leg lifts. Spread through your right toes. Feel the strength in your core. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee to the back of left. Yes. Inhale, re-extend or a little hop. Exhale, step your right foot back. Place it for your warrior two stance. And then inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, side angle posture. Stay here, hold, or half moon. Reach your left hand forward, back leg lifts. Keep your hips open. So rather than just opening with your arm, open through your entire body, through the front of your hips, front of your heart. Make your back leg strong like you're stomping it on an invisible wall behind you. Press with your back foot. Breathe into every tiny little space. One last round, your personal fullest expression. Come back to a warrior two stance. So see if you can land softly. And then take a moment to adjust if you need. Next inhalation, reverse. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Keep bending your front knee. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Open up your hip. Use those knee to elbows again, or flip it over. Left foot comes down behind. Open through your front body, open through your heart. Yes. Nice, Callie. Feel whatever there is to feel. One last round. And then everybody, regular down dog, walk it out. Keep walking it out, or inhale, rock forward to a high plank. Option to hover left leg if you want. Exhale, chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breath. Hips lift. Exhale, down dog. All right, great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or hop forward, fold. We're going to pause here. Walk your feet out to the width of your yoga mat. Pivot heels in, toes out. Come down into a low squat. Balasana. So elbows at inner knees or inner thighs. Hands at heart center. Try to keep your heels down if at all possible. And then if you can keep your heels down, try not to roll onto the inner edges of your feet, but press into the outer edges as well. And then if you can keep your heels down, see if you can lift your toes and spread them apart. Send your breath all the way down into your hips, into your groin, your pelvis. Soften your face. Take about 3 more breaths right here. Good job, you guys. I'm going to give you a few options. So your first option is just to plant your hands, step back, move through a vinyasa, or don't. End up in child's pose. If you want, you can play with crow. So plant your hands, work your knees up as high as you can on your triceps, lift through your waistline, gaze forward. And then maybe as you propel yourself forward, lift one foot, then the other. Bring your big toes to touch behind you so everything is hugging in and lifting up. You can play as long as you want. And if a jump back is in your practice or you're working on it, you can play with a jump back. Otherwise, when you're ready, just set your feet down and step back. And again, vinyasa or don't, it's up to you. Child's pose eventually. Few deep breaths in child's pose. Good job, everybody. Might feel nice to roll your forehead side to side or move your hips side to side. Ah. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. So you're more than welcome to take your regular pigeon here, or if you'd rather, you can take it on your back or in a seat or any other variation that will best serve you today. And slow, deep breaths to soften around the pose. Try to get your right knee as wide as your mat to the outer right edge of your mat. And then rather than pushing your hips down, so what you don't want to do is push your hips down and push your belly forward. Same engagement through transverse abdominis applies. So navel to spine, lift your right butt cheek like there's a rope attached to your butt, pulling up and back. Keep that as you bow forward. So what you are doing, even though it seems a bit like you are coming out of the pose, you're actually plugging your right femur bone into the hip socket. So rather than just sinking into your joints and exploiting hypermobility, you're safe in this pose. It's sustainable. You're working stability as you work mobility. So especially if you're somebody that feels like you could sit in pigeon all day long, not even feel a thing, then that stability is your practice. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Good adjustments. Thanks, Abby. Big, deep breaths, about 3, 4 more. Open mouth size, always welcome. See if you can notice, where are you tensing up without even realizing it? A lot of times I find that I'm clenching my jaw, kind of tightening through my shoulders or even my hands, my fingers. So just by noticing, see if you can soften a little bit more. Last couple rounds or so. Uh, Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can and hold. And just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, take that extra little sip of air and then big sigh. Good job. We'll meet in a three-legged tabletop position. So if you're in regular pigeon, lift your upper body, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, scoot your back knee forward, and then unthread your right leg, give it a nice little shake out. After a few shaky shakes, we're moving into a modified side plank. So pivot on your left knee, left foot comes to the outside of your yoga mat like a little kickstand behind you, right arm to the sky, open up. Right foot can come down if you want. Right arm could reach forward if you want. Open through the front of your heart, front of your hips. Stay here for final option. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. Use gentle leverage to work your pose. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, pressure hips forward. See if you can let your heart look up a little bit more. Use your breath wherever you're at. One last round. Big, spacious inhale all the way to empty with your exhale. And then nice and easy, let it go. Tabletop. You can take a moment, maybe some cat-cows or some hip circles. Downward facing dog. You can take a vinyasa to get there, or just lift your hips up and back. Walk it out for a moment. Notice right side versus left side. Do they feel the same? Do they feel different? No judgment, just observation, curiosity. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, pigeon, left shin forward. Get that left knee nice and wide. Rather than pushing your hips down and flaring your ribs, do the opposite. Draw navel to spine. Feel your left butt cheek lift. It's like everything integrates, everything plugs in. Now you're safe. The pose is sustainable. You can do this for the rest of your life without hurting your hips. Start your bow forward whenever you're ready. If you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat, always you have choice. This back and forth slowly took its toll. Think it's time for both of us to go. Each other, we'll put on different faces, act like strangers on the train. Feet and body, both the same piece of ground. So stay so I become this match out of the road, teasing my way. Oh, I'm sincere, I still play the lost calls out. Job. Give it a few more rounds. Open mouth size. Welcome. If you want, option, big, huge inhale, fill up as big as you can, hold for just a moment. Extra little sip. And then big sigh. Find your way slowly and mindfully to your three-legged tabletop, left leg back. So once your left leg is back, give it that shaky shake. After a few shakes, modified side plank. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand. And then open up towards the windows, left arm to the sky or left arm forward. So work the length in your left side if you would like, reaching from fingertips back to toes. And then only if you want, option to bind your pose, half bow variation, bend your left knee, reach back, grab your foot, gently kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Rather than kicking your foot up, try to kick it straight back and press your hips forward, let your heart look up. Yes. Take one last big deep breath wherever you're working. And then let it go. Nice, Norma. Back to tabletop. You choose either a few cat-cows, hip circles, maybe one last vinyasa, one last down dog, one last child's pose. And then in your next few breaths, however you would like to get there, start a transition down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want to. And once you're on your back, just hug your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. Give your low back a nice little massage. And then eventually, supine spinal twist. You can go to either side first. You can take whatever variation of a twist you would like. Give it about 5 rounds and then slowly make your way to the other side. If you haven't yet switched sides, switch to the other side. And if you've already done both sides, work towards any inversion of your choice. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. Give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths in your inversion. When you feel complete with your inversion, just ease your way out to any counter poses or any finishing poses of your choice. Happy baby is always a good one. Maybe just giving your knees a big squeeze in towards your belly one last time. Anything else that calls to you, maybe just want to roll out your wrists and your ankles. Take your time, but eventually start your transition into your final relaxation, into either corpse pose or any other relaxing posture, relaxing position that you would like to take. And as you transition into your final relaxation, you can let go of any control or manipulation of your breath. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. You can let go of any efforting and just let everything soften. Just let your body give in to gravity. And as you just settle in, I will read to you. This is a reading called Butterfly. It says, no one ever warned me that freedom feels like grief, unveiling itself as a poignant farewell to the stories, identities, and former selves we've clung to. It is a paradoxical dance where the weight of shedding the past becomes the wings of liberation. In the tender embrace of this bittersweet metamorphosis, we find that freedom is not an escape. It is the courageous homecoming to the authentic self. No one ever warned me that freedom feels like grief, unveiling itself as a poignant farewell to the stories, identities, and former selves we've clung to. It is a paradoxical dance where the weight of shedding the past becomes the wings of liberation. In the tender embrace of this bittersweet metamorphosis, we find that freedom is not an escape. It's a courageous homecoming to the authentic self. So these last few moments, just let yourself rest here, not doing anything, not controlling anything, but just being and allowing whatever's flowing through you in this moment to just have space to flow through. You are simply the witness. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And just slowly begin to bring movement back into your body. And eventually roll to either side, fetal position. And give yourself just one last moment, resting on your side body, being held by the ground, by Mama Earth. And then use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we started. When you sit up, feel into the length in your spine, the back of your neck. Close your eyes or lower your gaze and gather your hands to your heart. And we'll close our practice together with one big collective Om. So I would love for you to join me. If you would rather just listen, that's fine too. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here, sharing your energy, letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. You're so welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. And I'll be here all week long, so hope to see you again. Did you grab this mat out there? Or did you?
Over there.
Yeah, no, you're good. These are lost and found mats. It's totally fine. But just so you know, so that's where the studio mats are next time. You're all good. Yeah. You're so welcome. Tell me your name one more time.
Abigail.
Abigail. Okay, cool. That's fine. Good to have you.